And then down the side, tries or contacts before you get a result. Okay. The result is either yes, I'll have a party with you, or yes, I'll join the team, or hey, never ever call me again. And that has never happened, by the way. Okay. They'll usually tell you, hey, put me in your VIP group. Okay. So I can stay connected. All right. Now, the 1 through 10 are your 10 contacts. And I would date, I was trying to find another example. Okay. Um, I would date like on October 10th, I sent them a sales flyer. On, you know, June 15th, I text them the new sales promotions. Whatever it is I did, whatever so change your mode of contact, change what it is you're sending them, but keep sending them, keep in contact. So it's not 10 minutes in a row, it's not 10 weeks in a row. It might be a couple months before you contact them again, unless there's a great special and you're like, oh, this person really loves the pressure cooker, it's on sale, so I'm going to contact them. So, whatever it was, and I bet you can't get to 10 without some type of result, whether they date a party with you, join your team, or join your VIP group. There is going to be a result before you get to 10. Okay, so your first thing about sharing is you got to have your list. Second thing is you've got this list. What are you going to do? Okay, you're going to offer. You're going to invite them to something. Okay, so your second key to sharing is invite them to something. Okay, and we have Tuesday night. They can join us Tuesday night as a guest. We have Wednesdays, the cooking show with champion team directors. Okay, and so whether you're new or not, and you have a friend who loves cooking, loves new recipes, invite them to our Wednesday 8 p.m. cooking show with champions. All right, who doesn't love a cooking show? All right, something to invite them to that's going to keep at their interests. Okay, maybe you have team events with your directors. I know a lot of directors either do a team bingo, a team party, something like that. So invite them to a team event. If you're like, I'm not ready to do this by myself, you have the support of your entire champion director team, okay, to help you with that. So there's always events you can invite them to. Um, let's see, maybe you could just three-way with your director. You can invite them to, hey, you know what? I'd love to share a little bit more about this. And I have a girlfriend that can share with us. Don't call them your director, okay? Because that kind of scares them like, this is serious. I'm not doing it, okay? But hey, my girlfriend, Jenny, we're going to three-way together. We're just going to share a little bit about the business, okay? And I told you about the Wednesday night and the multi-host team events, okay, whatever they're calling them. I think Jessica called her the party bash or Tupper party bash, team bash or something, mega bash, whatever. And so, or maybe you could just do one-on-one meetups. Now with today and everything that's happening, your meetups might just be on Zoom, or they might just be on Facebook Messenger rooms, or a visual platform. Or maybe you can meet at Starbucks. Okay, a lot of Starbucks are open, or places like that. But maybe it's just a meetup. So invite them to something. Okay, whether it's a group event, cooking event, or it's a one-on-one with you. Third key to sharing. Okay, you've got your list, you got people to call, talk to, message. Okay, you got somewhere to invite them to. Okay. Third is now create interest. Create some type of interest. Why do they want to come to the cooking show? Maybe you really know this person loves cooking, no matter whether it's Tupper or not. Say, hey, Rachel, there's a great cooking show coming up Wednesday night, and it's all about pumpkin recipes, okay? So create that interest, but you need to know who that person is, okay? Maybe you just text them a little word of encouragement. Hey, I know things aren't that great right now, but thought maybe you'd love some positive in your life. Join us on a Wednesday night cooking show, okay? So maybe it's just a message of encouragement or belief. You know what? I've really, you've been to a couple of my events on Facebook and everything. I just really believe you could also do this for some extra money for the holidays too, okay? Possibly, maybe you mail them a card, okay? I love my little pop-up cards. Or I'll just send them a little friend card, or, you have those just because cards, okay? Hey, you know what? And this could be one of your contacts, just because I was thinking of you. And I pop these little pop-up cards. They're so cute. It's like a fortune cookie, but it's not a cookie. I don't know where my camera is. Okay. And you pop it in and there's a cute little quote in there. On the back, I'll write, hey, Barbara, I believe in you. Or the door is always open. We're always here for you. We're ready for you when you're ready for us. Okay. Just a word of encouragement. So create some type of interest. All right. So you've got your list. You invited them to something, you created their interest, you piqued their interest. And when you're piquing their interest, it's all about them. How's it going to benefit them? How's it going to benefit their family? Your fourth key to sharing is your I story. Okay. And if you were part of Jubilee, we heard all from, I forget her name. It's all about stories that stick. Kendra Hall. Got the book right here. Okay. Stories that stick. You know what people relate to? Stories, especially personal stories. You're connecting at a different level, emotional level. Okay. And if you were all, I'm not going to start crying. If you were all on last Tuesday, y'all heard Jenny's story. Okay. I don't think there was one person that didn't connect with Jenny in some way, shape, or form. And didn't it just make your Tupperware business a little more real? It's not about the kit, and yes, you got a chopper and all that kind of stuff and a bowl and whatever, and you can make 25%, blah, blah, blah. It truly changed someone's life. Okay, I don't know why I get emotional about these things. And that's what your I story needs to do. You need to touch their heart. And that's only going to come through your passion and through your experiences. Okay. And whether you're new or not. Okay. And your I story could be something like, hey, you know what? Before Tupperware, it was summertime. I'm a school teacher. I had a little extra time and I really love Tupperware products. And I joined and I found that, oh my goodness, they have such great products for cooking. And now I can prep my kids' meals and and you can just share all these stories. Okay. And for me, it was, I worked corporate America and I didn't want to work 60, 70 hours anymore. I wanted more freedom to work around my family's lifestyle and how that changed. Okay. And your I stories are about 1 to 2 minutes. All right. They're not your personal biography from head to toe. Okay. It's a quick I story so they get to know who you are. And you should always be sharing your stories in your VIP groups and in your Facebook parties. Okay. And in your home parties and events. Okay. So share your stories. So that's your fourth key to unlocking the business. Okay. And sharing. So you've got your list, you've invited them to something, you've piqued their interest, you made it personal to them, you shared a little bit about you, and you've had some more connection there. Now it's time to share. Okay. Now it's time to share. What has it done for you? What has it done for you through this whole COVID situation? If you don't have a personal story to share, I always love to borrow other people's stories. Okay. And so when Kelly back in the spring or early summer, her business just went from almost quitting Tupperware to becoming a star director. And she did an interview and I took that little snippet interview and I shared it with a couple people. Okay. And so sharing. So now you can share the information. Now you can share, hey, you know what, you can get the $400 kit with the $100 kit because now you've built that bond and that connection in that story. And so that's it. Those are the 5 keys. And there's no like black and white formula. There's no, because we aren't black and white. Okay. I mean, we have feelings, we have connections and all that. And so there's no black and white formula. But what I can tell you is if you don't share, you won't get anybody to join your business. Okay. If you don't ask for the party, you won't have any parties. So ask them, but just kind of think of those keys in the back of your head. Now, did I invite them to something? Because if you just say, hey, do you want to join my team? Pretty much you're going to get a big flat no. All right. They don't have a clue. No. Hey, Jenny, love to see you on the cooking show Wednesday night. I know, Amy's sharing a great recipe and she's hilarious. You got to be on just to watch her. Okay. I'll be on there too if you want me to, and out to watch. Okay. So invite them to something and just share, have your I story ready and create that personal interest and connect with them. So whether you're dating a party or bringing them to business, share from your heart. That's it.
Oh, thank you, Loretta. That was awesome. And it's so true. Sharing from the heart makes a huge difference for all of us. And let people see the real you. I think it's really important for them to understand how passionate you are about your job and how much you love it. All right. So recruiting rewards are here. And with one recruit, you get the Modulate set of bowls, and it ends tomorrow night at midnight. And that recruit has to have $1 in sales submitted. And if you have three or more recruits that all have $1, you get the added on. Now, these are the exact bowls that you can buy this week with your sample price, but free is better than, free. They are $20 when you submit three recruits, and $10 when you submit one recruit, but that's still better than 35% off. So you want to get those and that opportunity. And so thinking of recruiting, need holiday cash? Start with a little as $15 free customer shopping website for 90 days. This meme will pop up tonight at 9:30. And so it's available for you to use and take off of the team page and use it in your business. Also, we have this one, Tupperware. Everyone is shopping online. Open an online Tupperware store for just $15. And I will tell you that is very true. People are shopping online, and they really honestly are looking to shop with small businesses, and you are a small business. All right. And so really think about getting your business started stronger right now, advertising right now, and letting people know right now that anything ordered from the mid-October flyer or the anything ordered from the sell flyers that we have, the one sheet flyers, those things are guaranteed before Christmas. Everything is guaranteed unless we sell out of them. They're all guaranteed before Christmas. Okay. Now it's time for us to turn it over to Ashley. Now we've asked Ashley because it's November, and every year in November we do an attitude of gratitude. We do the heart to heart talks. And we've asked Ashley to share with us a little bit about what she's loved about her business and who in the business has affected her business, and that cannot be in her upline or downline. It cannot be somebody that makes money off of her or somebody she makes money off of. Can't be. It has to go outside that circle. And so let's turn it over to Ashley Olemaker. And Ashley, you have had phenomenal success. What has been different for you? Why are your results so strong? Tell us.
Hey guys, a lot of you know me, but I kind of thought I would start with maybe a little background. I started about 6 months ago on this journey, and really started for the discount. Of course, the free Tupperware has been great. The money has been great. But really the friendships that I've made over the last 6 months have been probably the best part of it all. My job can be super stressful, my day job, and Tupperware is very rarely stressful for me. Sometimes those last Wednesdays at the end of the month can get stressful, but for the most part, it's been a lot of fun. I started with the Goat Getters in May, and then I became a director in August, and that's when I started the Gold Diggers team. We are a very close-knit group of people, the Goat Getters and the Gold Diggers. We do have our Facebook Messenger chat. It is nonstop from usually like 6:30 in the morning until 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's definitely full of questions from people that just started with their business. And then there's also questions and comments from people that have been in the business for years. So it's just a great learning tool, but it's not all business talk. So we talk about family and life, and that's really just kind of brought all of us together. Tupper Tuesdays have been one of my all-time favorite days of the week, just getting to hang out with everyone and getting to know everybody. I actually have not been to a Tupper Tuesday at the studio, but meeting you guys through Zoom has been awesome. I'm not sure I would be able to make it to every Tupper Tuesday. I have a little one at home, so I'm thankful for these Zoom calls that we have. So tonight I actually Googled the word thankful, and I kind of expected this super long definition of what it was. And Google just defines it as expressing gratitude and relief. That can be, I guess you can turn that into something huge or something small. But there's one of you that I actually haven't met in person yet, but I am truly thankful for you. You're often behind the scenes, and you've helped me in more ways than I can count. You always wear a smile, and you always seem to have the answers to my questions and all of our questions in the GOAT group and the Gold Digger group. You're always cheering me on, and your story has reminded me to stay true to myself. You guys know the phrase, it takes a village. In this scenario, the village has been my Tupperware journey, and I have super thankful that you're part of this village. So Jenny, I just want to thank you for being an amazing leader and mentoring me, even if you didn't know you were doing it. You're always there to answer my questions, and you usually have a witty comeback. So thanks for being you, and thanks for helping all of us out all the time.
Oh, that is so sweet. I love it. Thank you so much, Jenny. You get free Tupperware from me. Yay! You get Pam swag. Yay! All right, Jenny, go ahead. You want to say anything?
Yeah, Ashley, you're so sweet. And I have just loved watching like that whole go-getter, gold digger thing happening. It's some days that's like the best, most amusing part of my day, honestly. But I can't wait to actually meet all of you guys, because the Zooms are great and chat groups are great, but I cannot wait to actually see people in person and be able to talk to you. But thank you so much. And I just want you to know that you inspire me, because I just love watching the way you grow and the way you are. So I am going to do this about this. I just love it. So thank you.
That is true. That is your attitude, girlfriend. Congratulations to both of you. And thank you so much for sharing your attitude of gratitude. We will have one of these every single week in the month of November. This is something that's very traditional with Champion Enterprises, and just taking the month of November to appreciate those who have helped us in business. Now, Jenny can be mentioned again, but she can never be during this month of November, the person chosen again. So thank you, Ashley, and thank you, Jenny, for being the person you are. And I agree with everything Ashley said. So yay. All right, let's move on. Thank you, ladies. And so we are going to, and I love this picture of Ashley. Isn't this so cute with her little guy? Is he not adorable? What's his name, Ashley?
His name is Chase. It's the perfect name because that's all we do is chase after him. He's 7 now. I think that picture he was like 5, but he's a handful. He's in bed, so.
Oh, he's so adorable. Actually, Angela Robaugh has a little boy named Chase as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and it's funny because if we had a girl, I think her daughter's name is it Isabella?
Ashley and Cheyenne. Yes.
Oh, Cheyenne. Okay. Well, never mind then.
Okay. Beautiful names. So, all right. Thank you, Ashley. All right. So guys, this pink set is out and you can get it. It's $202 retail and it's on your samples for $101. It's huge. A lot of Tupperware for $101. You're getting everything there. And it is the pretty passionate pink, which is, it's called Perfectly Pink. 14 pieces. So enjoy that opportunity to get that now. And then we also have the new flyer that started. Your samples are available for you to purchase. And when you purchase those samples, that does not mean that they're going to be here in time for you to actually showcase, but you do get an extra 10% off. And so you get 35% off all your samples. I have to tell you, this is metal and it's not on the sample sheet, but as soon as that opens, you want to order it if you did not earn it. Ashley. And we also have this amazing set that I absolutely love. You know, I have to tell you guys, if all of our Tupper men are listening, this is the one set. I know this one's pink, but this is the one set that the Tupper men love because it completely condenses down the side of each other like little boxes. And then it, all of the seals are the exact same color as the container. And so when guys come into the studio, they're saying, I just want a set and with the lids that match. This is what they'll buy this in a heartbeat. All right. So all of you that are doing craft shows and events, I just want you to know you definitely want to get your sample because if that comes in before Christmas, you will sell it ASAP. All right. And guys, people, team, gosh, if you don't sell it before Christmas, this is a great Valentine's gift set. Nice colors for Valentine's Day. I love my silicone forms and I have used this numerous times for bacon. And you would think that bacon would be way too fatty to put on there and not damage it. Does not damage it one iota. It is absolutely perfect and it catches the grease and I literally pick it up and wipe it out. And I am not wasting foil and all that other stuff by wasting, filling the garbage dumps all I'm doing is getting rid of my bacon grease, unless of course I decide to keep it for the beans. But that's just the country girl in me, that every once in a while I do keep it for the beans. You know who you are out there. You do the same thing. All right. And so the other thing is this modular, really cool set. This is a modular baking set, which is a rec 1 and a rec 2, an oval, 2 oval 1s and 2 oval 2s, a really good size for baking, and a fun holiday cookie recipe in your flyer. And then we have the storing containers for all of those ornaments and all of those, a crazy amount of crafts, and every kid needs one of these with their name written on it, and so that you can put all of their things from their memories that you want to keep for that child in it, or this one, whichever one you want to choose. I always like this one because it had the handle for the kids, and their special papers from school, or their special report card, or special pictures that they've drawn over the years. I still have some of my kids. I know, it's crazy. These are the modular bowls that you're going to be able to earn for free with recruiting. They're not free. They're $10 and $15, I believe, for with recruiting this month. And these are really large. And so if you guys aren't aware of this, these bowls over here, that is a 4-quart bowl. That is a big bowl. All right. And so really good, beautiful product line that we're introducing back into our line. And those are the modular mate bowls. And the bowl always matches the seal in color. And then we have our dating gift, which is a very nice token and a nice thing. You have your sheet that has all of your product on like this. So you have your 1-page sheet for printing. But I also want to tell you that if you, they have a package deal for sampling, and this is $140 for the retail for $58.45. If you want to sample, you get all of that for $58.45. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces of Tupperware for $58. That is a crazy great deal. And then we also have the $50 retail for $22. That's the large store it all. And then the small store it all is $30 retail for $16.25. And then this happens to be one of my favorite products in our entire line ever, just because I love organization, and I love, it'll slide underneath my bed with all the jewelry that I don't want to wear anymore. I don't want in my jewelry box. I want to unclutter things. I can slide things underneath my bed like that. And it is $50 retail for $22. It's also great for Christmas ornaments. You'll enjoy it for that as well. So all of that, there's your sampling pricing, and a great way. All right, it's time for our cooking demonstrations. Let's turn it over to Amy Gardner and Lori.
Oh, hey everybody. I wanted to make a really quick fall recipe. I know where we are tonight, the weather is cold and it's damp and it's rainy. If this was a soup night, we'd probably all be making soup, because that's the kind of weather we're having. But I wanted to show how quick it is to make a pumpkin dip. You can cut up apples and put this dip on apples. You can dip it with cinnamon. Hi everybody. You dip it with cinnamon sticks, all kinds of things. My husband likes to dip pretzels in it. So it really doesn't matter what you use to dip. So it's very quick and easy. We're using our whip and mix. All right. So this is the whip and mix. If you don't have this, you want to get it. It is much more impressive than it looks right here. Hosts can get it through tomorrow midnight with their $750 party and 2 datings. They get this for $10. All right. This is awesome. So it has the infuser, which I always call the third arm. It locks off. It's measured. It has a 1/2 cup measurement on here, so you can lock it off. This will turn over it. All of our choppers that have this, our Power Chef has this, it goes right over the top, so it never gets in the way. Tupperware thinks of all the different things to make everything work perfectly together. And it also has 2 gears. Now you want to start in 1 gear, the first gear, when you're mixing. And when it starts to get tough, you would flip this little lever right here to this number 2. And the gears, it looks like it's mixing faster, but actually the fingers are going slower, but it makes it easier. And I'll show you, because I'm gonna put some whipping cream in here. All right. One little tip I want to show you guys, and I know when my team first got this, they couldn't get this to stay on. Now this is, if you look at this, I'm going to take this off. It's got a little handle, like a little lip here, okay? And it's got 2 teeth. Always remember these 2 teeth go right over the handle of the pitcher. This kind of looks like our, oh gosh, this looks like our 8-cup. All in made is stuck in my head. Somebody type down below and tell me what this is. I'm having a minute. But it goes right over the handle. All right. So it also comes apart, Nixon store. Thank you, whoever put that up there. It comes apart for easy cleaning. Okay. Now, I've used this many, many, many times, and it's taken me a few times to know the easy way to do this. So you don't look like you're fumbling around when this comes apart. So it's got a lock and an unlock on here. It's easiest to manipulate when you have this in. So you put the teeth in and it's on, okay? Then this will turn. See, it's just a little tiny turn and it comes out like this. So these are your fingers. So this is how it comes apart. I know the first, oh gosh, I don't know, 10 times I use this when I'm doing live for parties. I'm fumbling around with it because it comes off. If you've got it in the handle and it's locked in place, it won't come apart. But being locked in place, you can turn it, your little quarter turn. Okay, so just some technical things, okay? This is amazing. So you start with a cup of heavy whipping cream, and the colder the better. I think that is the trick. So what I did probably about half an hour ago, I put it into the freezer, and then I took it out and I put it into the refrigerator. And the colder it is, the thicker it's going to get, and it's going to get thicker quicker. Okay. So I'm going to just start in the first gear. You can hear it. I think you guys can hear me. Okay. I can already feel it starting to not get tough like a brownie mix, but it's starting to get a little tough. So I'm going to turn it to the second. Look at how easy that is. Right? But it's actually moving the fingers slower. Okay. And then you can look and see, I think it needs to go more on one. You can look and see that it starts to peak. Whipping cream is good to make your own self instead of using, I hope you guys can hear me. I can hear myself, but it's good to use when you're, instead of using Cool Whip, okay? But this is amazing. There we go. It's starting to peak up. It's kind of hard to see, but just in not very a large amount of time, that's what happens, okay? So all you do is add your confectioner's sugar, all right? And just a tip when you're doing recipes, whether you're doing your lives or doing your cooking, all right? Always have everything pre-measured. You know, you can talk about, this is pumpkin puree, quarter cup. You can always talk about our different utensils, but it's really not necessary for someone to see you measure out a quarter teaspoon of this and a half a teaspoon of that. Okay, so this is a quarter teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Now that I said that, I'm going to do the vanilla. I've learned the hard way. I don't measure out liquids because then when I go to pick them up, I spill them. So, but that is all it is. Those are the ingredients. All right. So, you know, you can talk about that. You can talk about the different things that you have, but you have it all pre-measured out. And if you have these Clearly Elegant, these are my favorite products to pre-measure because they look pretty and you can talk about them as well. Okay. So I'm on gear 1. It's getting a little tough, but gear 2 is simple. You guys need this. If you got your own party going on, make sure it gets to 750 by midnight tomorrow so you can get one of these for yourself. Okay? And then that is it. I'm going to dish it out. I'll show you. Then, you know, you can lick these beaters and you won't hurt yourself because they're not metal, they're plastic. And then I'm going to pop this back into the same bowl. And you can refrigerate this probably like 20 minutes to a half an hour before you serve it. And I made this a while back, and I had it in the refrigerator, and in one of our bowls, you know, being airtight, I had it for over a week, and it formed peaks, and it just stayed in the bowl just like I put it in there. Okay. And it is really good. There's the pumpkin dip. All right.
That's delicious.
So that's it. Doesn't that look good?
Yes, I love it.
Once I put this in the refrigerator, probably within an hour, you know, you're going to be able to just like make a stiff peak with it. But Lydia's going to post the recipe in Champion, and I'll take a picture and put it in. But that's it.
Thank you so much. You know, my grandkids did the Cool Whip for pumpkin pie the other night, and it was crazy how fast it became Cool Whip. It's really fast. You're like, no way. Even my daughter was like, no way. But it was really yummy, delicious. And my sons were like putting their fingers in it, and I'm like smacking their hands. Get away from there, get a spoon. You know, boys. All right, and moms.
That's what I mean, that this is much more impressive than it looks, really.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
You
It's an
gotta use
amazing product.
Right. You have
Love
to
it.
use it till you really learn to like be wild by it. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, I just want to say, so often when we were at the studio, we would talk about, hey, when you're doing a demo, have things pre-measured out, have them in our little clearly elegant bowls, because people, it's very boring watching somebody measuring a cup of this, a half a cup of that, a fourth of that. And so thank you, Lord, for doing that and bringing that to our attention, because it's really, 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 think about when you're watching a cooking show on TV, whether it's Rachel Ray or Pioneer Woman, they do not sit there with their measuring cups and measure things. They don't sit there with their measuring spoons. They pick something up and say 2 cups of this and a cup of that, a fourth a cup of this. Yes. And all your dry spices can be in one. And then, yes, Lori, the liquid, if you're not careful,
Yep.
you are going to make a mess with that. I've used my little smidges before with that, but seriously, measuring that is really a very small amount of time compared to the time that you saved. And thank you for bringing that up, Lori. All
You're
right.
welcome.
All
Sure.
right. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you, Lori. Now we're going to turn it over to Amy.
Tonight I am making a pumpkin pie. No, it's not pumpkin pie. It's pumpkin crumble cake. Crumble. I don't know. I forget now the name of it, but it's a crumble cake and it's pumpkin cake. So and it's really, really yummy. And so I'm excited about it. I was gonna make a French toast casserole, but you know what? I made it over the weekend and it didn't turn out the way I wanted. So always practice before you do a recipe in front of people. It helps a lot. So anyway, I'm making a cake tonight, and I'm using one of my favorite bowls, or that's a bowl. And the bowl, so this size, this is our 12 cup bowl, and you can't get the 12 cup bowl in the catalog unless you're hosting or it's part of one of our kits or 2 of our kids, right? So anyway, the first thing that you do for your cake is you're actually going to mix up in the bigger bowl your sugars and your and your butter. But I didn't use butter because I am trying to watch what I eat. So instead of butter, I used unsweetened applesauce. Now you can't always do that, right? You can't always use replace the butter with the applesauce, but tonight I was able to do that. So, and the sugars, if you want to, you can use regular sugar, brown sugar, and white sugar, or you can use things like stevia, which is again what I am using here. So I have my butter mixture with my sugar, right? And then you're going to take 2 room temperature, slightly beaten eggs, and you're going to put that in there. And then just mix that up. I love our spatula because it gets everything that's in the bowl mixed up really nicely. So, and then once you have that, I guess I should mix it up, that egg up just a little bit more. But once you have this done, then you're going to add to it the flour mixture. And right now, our whisk is not available, right? However, we do have our whip and mix. And so you can actually use the whip and mix to mix up your flour and to whisk it. And it's whisking it, right? And so I actually already whisked it, and I did it on a 1. I don't know why it's on the 2 right now, but so that's already all done in here. And I'm just going to add that. Oh, snap. I wasn't supposed to add that yet, but you know what? That's okay. So we are going to, sometimes things happen. I forgot I put this on that other side of it. So anyway, we have our pumpkin and our vanilla. I put my vanilla right in the pumpkin, and I'm going to mix this up a little bit, and then I'm going to add my pumpkin and my vanilla right on top, and it'll be okay. Just have to try to not over mix it, because once you have your flour mixture in there, you don't want to over mix it, or it'll end up being dry. Nobody likes a dry cake, right? So put the flour or the pumpkin in and just kind of fold it in. And then we're going to also put in it some sour cream. Actually, it's not sour cream. I'm using, again, this is what I do like with Weight Watchers, is you replace the sour cream with some with yogurt, and it's non-fat Greek yogurt, plain. You want to make sure you do plain. I guess you could do vanilla in this if you wanted to, but I am not pulling anything off, but I have an extra. So it is nice to have spare spatulas in your drawer, right? So then you can use the opposite side to get into your little cups. So we have our sour cream in there, and we're just going to fold that in, and then we're going to put in our our powder, our flour mixture. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm adding that flour, and I'm like, that doesn't go in yet. I didn't add my pumpkin. That's okay, right? So, and I'm going to use that again to make the crumble. So I'm going to get that off there. Put in the rest of our flour, and I used our our micro pitcher to melt butter. So I do have to put a little bit of butter in there. And when I say a little bit, it's 6 tablespoons, which is almost a whole stick. But hey, you know, it's okay to have a little bit of not so healthy stuff for you, right? And it's only, it's not like I have stick of butter in it and on it. So we are just going to mix that up. And then we're going to set this aside. And like I said before, we don't want to try to, it's okay if you have a little bit of dry left in there. So I'm going to set that aside. And then I'm going to take this whip and mix pitcher again. And this time we're going to make our crumble. And so in here, I have brown sugar, flour, and some spices. There's like cinnamon, and there's pumpkin pie spice, and so we have all of that in there. And then we're going to add to it your butter. And actually, before I do that, because the brown sugar is like big clumps, I'm going to just mix it up a little bit before I put in the butter. And you can, if you wanted to, you could just use a fork. But I already used the mix and store, or the mix and whip, sorry. So why not keep using it? And it does it for me, and it's really nice and super easy. And look, it's done. Just like that. Ta-da! There's a little bit of flour, but you know what? That's okay. Mix it up a little bit. And we're gonna cook it, we're gonna bake it in our stack cooker. Oh my gosh, so the stack cooker is an amazing premium product that we have in our kitchen. And if you don't have it yet, I highly suggest you getting it, especially if you're like a busy mom and or a busy wife or busy dad. Anyway, it's awesome because you can do a 3-course meal in it. You don't have to worry about having a bunch of different pots and pans. Tonight we had tacos. Tonight was Taco Tuesday. And so we used our stack cooker to make everything. We made rice in here, we made corn in here, and we browned the meat in here as well. And so because it does have that colander, so you can brown your meat in here and you don't have to worry about it splattering all over the stovetop. And I don't have to stand at the stovetop, which even is better. But tonight we're going to use the cone. And first, I'm actually going to, because when I'm done with this, I'm going to flip it out and I'm going to put it on a plate, right, to serve it. And so I actually am going to, instead of putting the crumb on the top, I'm going to put the crumb mixture on the bottom. And that way, when it's on top when I flip it over. So you can do that. And there's been, I'm just going to mix this up with spatula. But anyway, so the crumb mix is going to be then on the top. And then you can even make a glaze for it if you wanted to. And that's just some powdered sugar and gosh, now I forget. I think it's, I haven't done it in so long. Powdered sugar and milk, maybe? Or butter? It's not butter. I can't think right now. I will let you know though, for sure what it is. So I'm just going to put that crumb mixture all around the cone. Set that aside, and then you're going to put your cake right on top. And when you're baking your cake in your microwave, because you are making a cake, and like how you make a cake in the oven without anything on top of it, you're going to do the same thing in your microwave. And then we're also going to use the lid as the pedestal so that it cooks more evenly. Another little tip is that when you are making a cake from scratch like this, instead of the cone or instead of the box, you want to make sure that you cook it longer. It takes a little bit longer. I'm putting this in first and then that on top. See, this is another thing why I love this. So 15 minutes on high, right? And then when I am in a hurry, normally a cake takes like 8 minutes. But when I'm in a hurry, normally a cake doesn't take 8 minutes. It takes what? An hour or so in the oven. And so if you're in a hurry and you want to make up a cake, you can do just the box in 8 minutes in the microwave, or you can do your scratch for a little bit longer for 15 minutes. And then you let it cool completely before you flip it over. Otherwise, it's going to crumble all over the place. And you don't want to feed your guests crumbled cake, right? So you want, now it doesn't exactly, you can kind of see the difference, but I think because I did it in the stack cooker and on the bottom, it turned out a little bit different, but kind of looks frosted, right? But you know what? It's going to taste amazing. I'm excited.
Totally makes me hungry, Aim. A little jelly. I want to go to your house and eat your dough and your cake. I love a dough. I'm a dough girl. All right. Thank you, Amy. All right. Let's turn it back over to our slides. And we enjoyed both of those. Now it's time for us to give our contest on our great pumpkin. So if you carved a pumpkin and you put it on there, then let's turn it over to Jenny. She's going to find all those names. And one lucky winner is going to get Pam swag. Okay. All right. Pumpkins. All right. That's the name of our, see your name? All right, push that randomizer. Chelsea, all right, that is fun. Congratulations, Chelsea. That's awesome. I loved looking at all the pictures. Thank you guys for sharing because that, you know, it's just that they're so cute. So we really enjoyed those. All right. So next we want to congratulate our top sellers. Christy Jackson, you're over $6,000 and have earned all the awards from Tupperware the month of October. And look, I know that is amazing, Christy. Also earning our speakers over 4,000, Amanda Bell and Kathy Burney and Christina Moreau and Jamie Boyd and Christy Jackson and Laura Pope and Lydia Sutliff and Nicole Micah, Nikki, and Terry Ruffino. All right. Congratulations to those who are over 2,500 and you're earning the Rack Up exclusive words. That thing is well, I thought the name would be up there. I was reading it thinking the name would be there, but it's a tripod holder. You put it on the top of a tripod to hold your phone. And then this also holds your phone, but it's like an angle and it just is made so that will hold it up like on a little stand. Congratulations, over $1,000 and congratulations over 500. You all get the water bottle covers. Congratulations. When you're looking at your sales, you want to look and see where you're landing to make sure that you get the very biggest award you can possibly get. And you can see Amanda Keaton already has $350 bonus over and above the money she made from Tupperware, over and above the money she makes as a director. There's another pocket of cash that they're going to give her for her personal sales of $350. Kathy Burney has got a $400 pocket bonus. Laura Pope has got 400. Nikki's got 400. Christina Moreau's got 450 so far. This doesn't end until tomorrow night at midnight, so they can still push it up. Lydia Sutliff has 450 and Terry Ruffino has 450 and Jamie Boyd has 450 and Amanda Bell has 550 and Christy Jackson has $600 bonus over and above the money she made from her sales and her team sales. All right. So it's a pocket of bonus, extra money. Congratulations to month to date. Now this ends tomorrow night at midnight on our units, on the unit sales. And we have Sevilla and Stacy and Joy and Amanda Bell and Deb Longwood and Kathy Burney. Congratulations. Sarah Weaver. Congratulations. Mary Sampson. Congratulations. Tammy Hockey. Congratulations. And number one, Deb Morris. Congratulations. That's awesome. And then also our director teams, and these are personal team sales, but directors and star directors, Ashley Olamaker and Ellen Lewis and Loretta and Nikki and Angela and Nancy. Number 4 in the entire company month to date is Melanie, and Lydia is number 3. That's awesome, Lydia. And number 2 is Christy Jackson. Phenomenal. She's actually right now at 25. Several of these are going up quite a bit because this was taken at noon today. And number 1 is Jessica Gordon, who is way over 25. So congratulations to all of you. That is awesome. And next, we're going to talk about our org leaders. And congratulations, Manel Franklin at 25 and Lydia at 26 and Loretta at 46. Number 2 is Amy Gardner at 65 and number 1 at 138,000 is Ellen Lewis. Congratulations. We have some really great training coming up. This is Dating Balooza. How does she say that? Dating Bonanza. It's not Dating Bonanza, but Dating Balooza. And so she is going to be training on how to date parties away from parties, how to date parties when you have none, how to find parties right on social media, how to pull parties out of a hat, literally. Okay. This is our special guest, Amanda Todd, November the 7th. It costs you $10 to come into this training. And I will share with you, you should register right now because it is an opportunity of a lifetime for $10. Her trainings are hundreds of dollars for you to get her training and then purchasing all her stuff, which a lot of the stuff that she sells, we already have on our Tupperware Champion team page. So November the 7th, it starts at 1 o'clock Eastern time, and it's $10. There are no raffles to buy or anything like that, just $10 one-time fee. And when you pay for this and register for this, if you're not able to be on for any reason, we will send you the recording. We really want you to be on, but you will get a recording of this, but you have to be registered to get the recording. And so we're going to do a fun thing right now. We're going to do a surprise drawing right now. Let's do it, Jenny, of anybody that's already registered for the November 7th for Pam Swag. Flying around all over the place. FSRC training. All right. Those are people already registered. Congratulations. Thanks, Jenny.
We can do that again.
All right, fine. Tammy Hockey. All right. Congratulations, Tammy. You're the winner. Too fun. That is save the date for the December 12th. and that's 9:30 to noon. And that is with the region. And so Chris will be on this training, and he's not running it. The business leaders are running it, but he will be here. And there are some recognition and some fun things that we'll be doing that day, and some great training. So you want to be on in the morning, and then we stop for lunch and we jump back on with the FSRC. And then the FSRC starts at 1:00 and goes till 5:00. And that's when we have Amanda Todd back on, more training. We're also going to do some recognition, and you want to be on this. Now, both of these trainings on the 12th are free. But when you register, you can buy raffle tickets to get some really cool gifts. And I will tell you, the raffle tickets for this is somebody's going to win an iPad, a laptop, actually, a laptop. And the drawings for this are also very, very nice. You're going to want to win the raffles. So get your raffle tickets if you'd like to be part of the fun and the energy of the raffles as well. And then, so just understand there are three big trainings coming up that you should be registering for. And I don't want them to look alike and you get confused. All right. So November 7th is $10. Save the date. December the 12th is free, and you can buy raffle tickets. And Winterfest with the FSRC in the afternoon is free. These are the same day, the 12th in the morning and the 12th in the afternoon. This is the 7th. And what a great way to get yourself started off on 2021 with some great information and great training, and just ready to explode your business with all the knowledge. And thank you for registering for that. We have big news. Congratulations to Ellen Lewis, Par Excellence team, who have qualified for the Grand Bahama trip that Tupperware is offering. It's a trip for two. This is a huge royal achievement, and we are so proud of you, Ellen. And I know that you and your team have done a phenomenal job. So congratulations to you. We are so proud of you. Now, I want to tell you, this is done on her organization. So if you're part of Ellen's organization at all, raise your hand. Yay, me. All right, because you helped make this happen. And I don't know anybody that wouldn't say that that's well-deserved. So congratulations to you, Ellen. And we also want to say, I know you just heard me talk about Miss Amy Gardner winning the trip to Hawaii or Disney, or the $2,000 last week. Well, guess what else she won? Yes, the Bahama trip. Woohoo! All right. And again, this is done on org. Now, the trip to Disney is done on team. This is done on org. And so Tupperware is all the time throwing these carrots out there. If you do this, we'll give you this. And if you do this, we give you this. And the further you get up in the company, the bigger the carrot gets. And so congratulations, Amy. We're so proud of you. So Ellen or Amy, do you want to come on and just say anything about what you're excited about with the Tupperware business?
I can talk. Amy and I are both looking at each other like, are you going to talk? Are you going to talk? I'm super excited and super proud of my organization, because in order for us to earn this trip, we had to do over $1 million. It was like a $1.1 million. And we surpassed that sometime about a month ago. So that was really, really exciting. And it's because of everybody's teamwork and everybody working together through all the adverse times that we've been having. I feel like we've all championed. I feel like we've all, just really banded together over this time and learned new tricks and taught each other new tricks, and, just really did a good job of sharing. So I'm very proud of my organization for that. But I do, whenever something like this happens, it's very humbling in the business. When you have any sort of a level of success like this. The first trip like this I ever earned was a Alaskan cruise, and it was amazing. And I remember just being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe. And actually it just came up in my memories today that I had earned the Alaskan cruise this time a couple years ago. And so it's just very humbling. And but I started the same way everybody else started, with a kit. And so when you're thinking about, people that you might want to invite to join you in the business this month, I want you to think about that. Like, this is truly what you're offering. You're offering them the choice that they could really go after something like this. They could go after a trip to Disney. They could go after a company car. and all of those things. And I got tires on my car today, and they were free, and they weren't even bald. I was just slipping a little, so I went there, and they were like, "Do you still have a decent amount of tread?" I'm like, "Well, I'm slipping a little, so I don't know. Maybe just take a look." And they're like, "You know what? They approved you for 4 new tires." And I'm like, "Sweet." And I mean, but that's what we're offering people. We're offering them the opportunities to be able to grow a business like that. And so when you're sitting there and you're kind of prejudging, you're thinking, "Oh, I'm sure they don't need it. I'm sure they don't want it." They may need the friendships that Ashley was talking about, that she has formed over the last 6 months. They may need the opportunity to earn a car for their family. They may need those things, even if they don't look like they do, or even if they don't say it out loud. So so think about that as you're kind of thinking, making that list that Loretta was talking about, of people that you want to reach out to. And congratulations, Amy. I'm crazy excited for you and so proud of you and your organization. I mean, you guys are killing it this year. Absolutely killing it this year. This is Amy's first year earning a trip like this, and it is her first time ever being elite.
Yay!
She's 500,000. She's $500,000 organization. That is, I had to stop and think, I'm like, is this right? I'm like, yes, it is right.
Yes, it
So
is.
it's really exciting, Amy. So congratulations on becoming elite, and congratulations on this trip to Bahamas. And I can't wait to go with you. And I'm going to have to do some toning up to be on the beach beside little Miss Amy Gardner.
No kidding. I'm sorry, Alan, but you're right.
I'm going to have to get a moo-moo.
Tiny. All right. All right. Too funny. Too funny. Well, I have to tell you guys, one of the best things about the Tupperware trips is it is awesome to go on a trip with your family. It's awesome to go on a trip, with your husband and your kids. And even if my kids and my other kids, all my kids go, it's awesome. But when you go on these Tupperware trips, you go on a trip where there are 70 or 80 friends. All right. It is crazy because you have so much fun, because everybody that's Tupperware is immediately friends. When you get there, you're like, Tupperware, if they have the Tupperware bag or something like that, you just start talking like your best friends anyways, even when you don't really know each other real well, because you have that common ground and you're there because you've earned it. And there's a common respect for each other. And so I've met some of my best friends on some of these crazy trips. And so I just can't even imagine. The trips are phenomenal. And Jim and I have been to 32 countries free from Tupperware. And so for me to see you guys earn these trips, it's very exciting for me, because I know it's a piece of what you have the potential to have and where you're going. So it's very, very exciting for me. I love seeing you win. And it's one thing to win a trip, but when you have people that you nurture and you train and you encourage and they win trips, it's awesome. It's really, really cool. Okay. So congratulations to both of you. Month to date, let's talk about our amazing sales month to date. Did we just do this? Did we put this in there twice? This is unit sales. I think we did. All right. So month to date, unit sales. There we go again. All right. And director team sales, unit sales again. All right. And organization. There we go. Oh, we didn't do that yet. Congratulations to Jessica Gordon, Joy Kilgore, Christy Jackson, Mary Sampson, and Sarah Weaver, who've already earned their light for their productions, so they can have their light. All right. So it's really a cool thing to have, because it takes the shadows off your face and just makes it easier for you to be able to be watched. All right. All right. So also personal sellers, personal recruiters, congratulations to our top recruiters in the company. Wow, Terry Ruffino, you have 6, and 3 of them were this week. That is amazing. Also, Manel Franklin has 6. Personal sales always break a tie. Congratulations to you both. Terry Ruffino, you have 3 shirts coming to you. Anybody that's good to recruit before tomorrow night at midnight, you get the long sleeve tie-dye t-shirt that says Tupperware on it. And you want this. It's really kind of cool, man. It really draws attention. And you can get it in adult sizes or kid sizes. Adult sizes is only 20. Kids are only 15. So if you would rather get one for your child, that's fine too. And the children's sizes start at, I believe it's 2T, and go all the way up to 16. And then adult sizes course, started small, going to 3X. Okay. So month to date unit recruiting, we have lots of 2s. We have 3s coming in there. Congratulations. With 4 is Debbie Morris, 5 is Joy Kilgore, and 6 is Mary Sampson. Congratulations. And director director team recruiting, congratulations. Number 3 is Manel Franklin with 7. Jessica Gordon has 8. And number 1 is Christy Jackson with 13. And organizational recruiting, congratulations. Number 1 is Ellen Lewis with 38. That is awesome. Please don't forget to check your totals and your personal sales before you close the computer tomorrow night at midnight. I don't want you to miss another $50 by $2 or something like that, because once you hit this 4,000, then for every $500 you go over, you get another $50. But I've seen people have sales of $1,489. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're $11 away from $50 bonus. So look, please, please, please look at your total volume. So tomorrow night, Miss Amy is going to do our Cooking with Champions. Thank you, Amy Gardner. And she's partnering with Jenny. And Amy, do you have any other chefs online with you tomorrow night?
It might be a surprise.
Okay, we like surprises. Oh, that might be something really handsome like Todd. All right. Okay. Thank you, Amy. The invitation is out there for you. You can grab the link. That's the same link that you used tonight. And we always keep it the same with the same password, double. And so that it makes it easy for you to always invite. And so it starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And thank you so much. And dating tips right now, we're turning it over to Kelly Cozy. Kelly, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Thanks, Kelly. Help us out, girl.
All right. So we're going to talk about some datings. We're going to talk about datings. So when you book a party, that is like the, what's it called? The heart of your business, right? Because if we don't have parties, we don't have a business. Because when you have a party, you get more parties, you get sales, and you find people to actually add to your team. So the one thing that I think is most important is be consistent. When you're consistent, people know that you're real, people know that you mean it. And when I say be consistent, I mean be consistent in posting about Tupperware, being like in your VIP group, in your or on your business page. Always be posting. I try to post 3 to 4 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. And I try to add in things that aren't just Tupperware too, to grab people's attention, to grow your page. And so people start seeing your stuff more. So being consistent is great. And then using your Facebook. So the other day I decided I needed more bookings. So I just posted the dice game on my business page, and I ended up booking 3 parties off of that. And then I had a couple I had 9 parties actually on Sunday. So I posted that turkey game that actually Renee posted in Champion, and I booked 5 more parties off of that. And it was a big hit. Like it was like I had 20 something comments on each party. So it was awesome. So being consistent with that too, and making sure you're putting out those posts in your parties and all that. So another thing I do is I make a goal for myself. So if I want to book 5 parties this week, I don't give up until I book those 5 parties. And I always make an award for myself. So say I book 5 parties, then I get to go shop at Hobby Lobby or something, or I get to go get my nails done or do something like that. So it makes it fun for yourself, because this is your business. And when you book parties, you are benefiting the most out of it. So it's awesome. So making a list, and Loretta talked about it. So making a list is a most important thing. Having it right in front of you all the time is what I like to say. So if it's either, I like to have a hard copy, but I have something in my phone too. So where if I meet somebody out in public, I write their name down, and if I get their number or how to remember who they are, something a little bit about them. And then I go home and write it in my notebook so I can go back to it. And when you write a list, think of people like, so say I write my mom down, okay? Of course on my list. When I think of my mom, I think of her friend, and then maybe we went to a pool party over the summer and I met some of her friends. So they made my list too, because I connected with them at the pool party, because we started talking. So that's just somebody on your list. You could always text I could always text my mom's friend and be like, hey, blah, 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 I was at that pool party over the summer. Do you think she'd be interested in having a Tupperware party? So it's always about keeping an open mind when you're making your list, because whenever you think of one person, you think of another. That's how it is for me, at least. So think of that. And then I just started doing this. It's once you make your list, take 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes, that's it. Set a timer, write it people down, and then write a triangle next to the people that love to party. All right, people that love to party, write a triangle. The next one, make a O next to the people that would do anything for you. And if they have both, that's okay. They can have more than one symbol. The next symbol you're going to write is a star, and that's for anybody that owes you a favor. So maybe you hosted a Facebook party for them, and maybe you can be like, hey, I hosted that party for you. Would you be interested in hosting this party for me? Or maybe you babysit somebody a lot, like somebody's kids a lot, and maybe you could just be like, hey, since I babysit your kids all the time, could you maybe host a quick Facebook party for me? And maybe that will work. And then finally, write a money symbol next to people that might need a little bit of extra money. If it's a lot of extra money or a little extra money, write the symbol down. And I think anybody could have that symbol next to their name, because who doesn't need more money? So next thing, look at your list and see if who has 4 symbols next to their name. They're the people that are most likely going to book a party for you. All right, then 3 and 2 and 1 and 0, so on for that. All right, so what I want you to do is take the people that have 0 symbols next to their name, or maybe 1, because if you put the money symbol next to their name, all right. So take those people and message them first, because think of them as practice. I know I get really jumbled with my words because I start to get really, really excited and I want to book a bunch of parties. So I just ramble. But I think short and sweet is the best way to do it. So practice on the people that you don't think are going to host a party. And then if they do host a party, that's going to be the best day ever, because a no turned into a yes, because it can happen. Because if you don't ask, it's not going to happen. That's the way I can think of that every time I message somebody. If I don't ask them, it's already a no. So what you could say is, oh, and if you're new in the business, that's great. And you can always use that to your advantage. And if you're new, I mean like a year and under, you're still new. All right. And even if you're not new, this is what I do. I say, I'm trying to practice and get better, or you can always say you're rebuilding your business. So that's what I did back in May. I asked people if they would help me rebuild my business, and because I'm starting from scratch, I say, and I asked them if they would like to help me. So you could say something like this: hi, I was calling or messaging because I wanted to see if you could help me by hosting one of my first parties. It will help me practice, and you'll get free stuff at the same time. So you could do that. And now I got lost with my stuff. So yeah, you could do that. And then message the people in peak hours, between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. I would say is peak hours, or early, I guess, in the morning, but you don't want to do that. I do sometimes, just depends on our conversation before, if we like talked before, or if you know who they are, of course. So you can always do your green dotting, which is when you go to Facebook and you see the people that are on Facebook, when they have that green dot next to their name, and message those people first too. So you could add that to your list too, maybe. And then you could make sure and when you do have parties, so that's done with. Next tip, if you have a Facebook party right now, have your hosts work for you. All right. Ask your host to help you. They know their friends the most, and their friends are most likely going to help them than they are going to help you. So you could have your host message their friends, and you could say, hey, could you reach out to 5 of your friends and say, you give them a script. So you could have them say something like, hey, so-and-so, thanks for participating in my Tupperware party this week. I really think you would make a fantastic host. Would you like me to pass your name along to Kelly? She makes these virtual parties so easy, and you can get some incredible practice or products for your home, just like I am. And they'll probably find people to say yes, and I give them incentives to help me find those parties. So if they get 2 or more, I give them a gift for every single party booked personally. So Tupperware gives them gifts too, like right now, because they have those extra gifts. But I give them personally more parties. So, or more gifts for booking the parties. So that is all I have for you guys. And I hope you took something from it, and I hope you can get some more parties.
All right. Thank you so much, Kelly. I love that. I hope you guys got some great ahas in there. Do I see some ahas in the chat over here? Make sure you're writing your ahas, because at 9:30, 1 minute, the aha post goes up and you can post to win Pam swag next week. All right. We are so close to being done tonight. Let's finish it off. Thank you so much for sticking with us. If you got your Pam socks, then your champion socks, you need to order them from Pam. Like now, the post is up there. We want everybody to have their socks, and some of you got 4 pairs and 3 pairs and 5 pairs, and some of you got 1 pair, but 1 pair, you just have to do more laundry, right? But get your socks. Go ahead and grab those socks. And congratulations for you that have earned the light. I just want to remind you that this ends tomorrow night at midnight, where they are going to get the custom measuring spoons and the spatula for $5 with just a $500 party. With a $750 party, you're going to get the whip and mix, Chef, for $10. And with a $1,000 party, you're going to get $200 extra Tupperware for $25. This is a build. So you get this plus this plus this with a $1,000 party. We are ending all of the pretty pink stuff tomorrow night at midnight. And shipping, I had somebody confused about shipping. If it is on the flyer for mid-October and mid-November, they are promising us that they will have that stuff to you by Christmas. And if you don't understand why, let me explain it to you. Tupperware had a factory in Hemingway, South Carolina. We still have a factory in Hemingway, South Carolina. We originally had 2 shifts running. Now we have 3 shifts running. We originally used to work Monday through Friday. Now we work 7 days a week around the clock. All right. So therefore that has been upped. Then we also have a factory in Canada for Canada. Then we also opened up another packing facility that is packing a lot of our product for us. They're not making it, but they are packing it. And now we have opened up a 3rd factory in the US that is packing, and they are packing out of New Jersey. New Jersey is our shipping area. So there literally could be possibility that you could have an order placed and delivered within like 2 days, literally. And that is going to be the flyer stuff. So get excited about Tupperware's doing for you. They've invested like literally millions of dollars to get this up and running right for us. So be patient with our phone systems right now. We definitely have an issue with the phone lines, and we're working on those to get those fixed. And so if you're calling in and getting frustrated, I posted on the team page today how to send out your email. So it will get addressed before the close of the month. And so that you can make sure that you get your, whether it be a Tupper Connect or any other issues, they can address it right away by coding it. And please find that message on the team page so that you can know how to code it, so they will grab it and be able to take care of you. All right. I'm on Tupper Tuesday and I want to win. So let's turn it over to Jenny and find out what people can win on our Pam swag. Jenny, cheat 'em.
So we have had 70, but not 80 on Pam.
Okay, 70. All right. That means that we're going to give away 3 swags.
Okay.
Candy Stalinsky.
All right, Candy Stalinsky, congratulations. I say your name better than he does, but that's okay. All right, congratulations, Candy. You will have Pam swag sent to you. Let's do it one more time.
Donna Combs.
Combs, you lucky little girlfriend. All right, and one more time.
Okay, I'm writing it. Hang on.
Okay, write it down. Mary Pyatt. Whoop, whoop. All right, congratulations. All of you are going to receive Pam swag. Just send your address. I believe you probably have all of those. All right, Jenny?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Congratulations, guys. That is awesome. Way to go. Love seeing winners happen. All right. And next we want to just check. There's more drawings to be had, and that is our Parties Up draw. So congratulations to our Parties Up. Christy Greer has 23 parties up. Oh my word, girlfriend. That is awesome. Samantha Watson, 22 parties up, and Angela Beck, 18, and Ruth McAfee, 17, and Dawn Jamison, 13. Congratulations, Catherine Hawson. And that is 12, and Sarah Young is 12, and Michelle Gum is 11. And Jamie Burns is 11 and Christy Jackson is 11. Congratulations to you. Our teams that are leading the way, Christy Jackson, Christy Greer has 79 and Angela Beck has 61 and Marilyn Lee Ridenauer has 41 and Jenny Cheatham has 33. Congratulations. And number 5, Lydia Sutlove with 28. Congratulations. So we're going to have our parties up draw and Jenny has that. And then we're going to do all of our guests that are on. So go ahead, Jenny, take it away.
Okay.
Melissa Tenney.
Oh, Melissa, congratulations, Melissa. You are the Parties Up draw, and we will send you out $30 in Tupperware. All right. Congratulations to you. And then we also have our guests. So if you're a guest here with us, how many guests do we have on tonight?
We have 3 total.
3 total. Welcome tonight for being on. And their names are?
We have Mark, Roy, and Bill.
We have 3 guys?
3 men.
I love it. Mark, Roy, and Bill. It doesn't have to be guys, I guess. When I have grandchildren named Presley, Dylan, and Carson, and they're little girls, Mark, Roy, and Bill didn't have to be guys, but I assumed they were. All right. So congratulations, guys. And we're going to have 1 lucky winner. And so we need, hey, Siri. 3. So who is 3?
3 is Bill. He is with Terry.
Bill with Terry, you're a lucky winner tonight. All right. Congratulations. You have won Pam swag. We need you to send me in a private message your address so we can send it out to you. And Terry can certainly send it as well. Either way, we're excited to have you on tonight. I hope you enjoyed Tupper Tuesday and learned some new ideas, new ways to grow the business. We'd love to have you join us. All right. And so next we want to just talk about your ahas. It's going to look like this tonight. So find it on the team page and go ahead and write in your ahas from what you learned tonight, what you liked about tonight's meeting from Tupper Tuesday and the pumpkin, the great pumpkin rally that we had. And the best part is we love giving away Pam swag. So we're going to clean it up tonight and thank everybody for being on tonight. It is awesome to be part of Champion Enterprises. We thank you so much for being on tonight. Jenny, did we miss anything? Are we all done?
Got it all.
Got it all. Woo-hoo! All right. Thank you guys for being on tonight. We appreciate you. And let's turn it off. Turn it over to all the screen pages. We like to see everybody wave goodbye. All right. Thank you, everybody. Love it. Love it.